Jai Srimannarayana. Namaste. Welcome to Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam. Meditation, Affirmation and Story Track. Today we will be listening to the divine names of Sri Mahavishnu from the 61st Slokam. Let's sit comfortably. Relax to feel connected. sudhanvA namaha. Om khanDaparaShuhu namaha. Om dAruNaha namaha. Om draviNapradaha namaha. Om divispruk namaha. Om Sarvam namaha. Om vyAsa namaha. Om vachspataye namaha. Om ayonijaya namaha. sudhanvA khanDaparaShuhu dAruNaha draviNapradaha divispruk vyAsa vachaspatiRayonijaha. Let's remain in meditative state as we chant these affirmations. May my negative tendencies be transformed by the divine. May I know that the instruments used in the fight will break unless it is love itself. May I allow the divine to win over my internal enemies. May I want to know about myself. May I want to know about the divine. May I expand my consciousness by connecting to the divine. May the parts inspire me to understand the whole. May I be interested in reading and understanding scriptures. May I be grateful for my birth. Let us now enjoy the Abhinaya for the 575th name, draviNapradaha, the vyAsa Rishi, who bestowed upon us the highest wealth called atma gnyAnam, knowledge of the self.
One day, while taking a stroll through a forest, 3 friends noticed a helpless man in severe distress lying on the ground, begging for water. Rushing to his aid, the 3 men brought some water, took the wretched man to a nearby hut, and tended to his health. Once the man fully recovered, he spoke and revealed that he was the king who had been attacked by mad elephants in the forest along with his royal guards. He thanked the 3 men for taking care of him and promised to fulfill any one of their wishes. He was, after all, their king who could give them anything that they wished for. Coming from humble backgrounds, the 3 men thought for a while and then decided to ask for what they wanted. The first man asked the king for a lot of wealth in the form of gold coins so that he and his family could be lifted out of poverty. The king agreed. The second man preferred an immovable asset and requested for a mansion as big as the king's. The king agreed. The third man, however, did not want any movable or immovable asset. He instead requested that the king help him gain knowledge through formal education, which he had been denied due to his poverty. The king was pleasantly surprised at the unusual desire. He agreed happily and made sure that the third man was provided with the right education. The 3 friends, content with their rewards, parted ways and went on their own paths. As time passed, the first man, having fallen for bad habits, spent all his wealth and ended up becoming a pauper. The second man had been given a mansion but couldn't maintain it and lost all his fortune in a deadly storm. The third man studied sincerely and worked hard and ended up becoming the king's minister in his court. Wealth and fortune found him naturally. Desperately seeking help, the first 2 friends came to the king's court. They were quite surprised to find the third friend in the minister's post. They requested for some financial help from their old friend. The minister agreed to help them on one condition, You must realize that the material wealth that you considered the real wealth was nothing but temporary. The only real wealth is the wealth of knowledge, that which remains unscathed even by the most torrential floods, that which remains unburned even by the most ferocious fires, and that which remains untaxed even by the most ruthless rulers. And that is why I asked the king to help me gain formal education, which I could use to make a good living. Now, promise me that you will provide formal education to your descendants. The first two friends realized their mistake and agreed. Although the third friend was formally educated, he seemed to be unable to find mental peace. He approached his guru to find a remedy. O Guru, although I have everything in life, I am not able to be at peace all the time. Could you please advise on the best solution for this problem? The Guru replied, your formal education is good enough to get you materialistic comfort in the world. However, in order to attain mental peace, it is very important to seek and gain spiritual knowledge. One of the easiest ways to do that is to learn about the Vedas, Upanishads, and Puranas from a Guru. This will enable you to find inner peace. The great sage vyAsa, who is an Amsa avatar of Srimannarayana himself, has mercifully and generously given us a treasure of scriptures, which are the biggest wealth. Seek guidance from a Guru and learn these treasures that have been gifted to humanity by the great sage. vyAsa Rishi, an Amsa avatar of Srimannarayana, is the generous giver who bestowed upon us the highest wealth called atma gnyAnam, knowledge of the self. Hence, he is known as draviNapradaha. Om draviNapradaya namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.